welcome in. Little dee-dee-dee-dee. I like that little subtle glow there, Billy. Welcome in.
See, I even got this tactical assault ball right here.
We're going to keep the camera off of you today, just out. Billy is all blacked out today. Check this out. Here we go. Man, look at that.
Black on black on black.
Tactical.
Turn me up.
Tactical Tuesday. Tactical Friday.
Yeah, something.
Get on there and turn that boy up some. Where you at, Billy?
This was the easiest thing to put on.
There he is. Welcome in. Billy's got a tactical. What is that? Like to squeeze while you're doing
I guess. I thought it was like throw it at people if they wasn't listening to me. But I'm left-handed, so I wouldn't be able to throw it far or with any accuracy.
Well, Billy's here, and I want to give him credit because I told him, I said, Billy, don't worry about coming on. He said, no, I'm still going to come on. And so he is here after, what was it, rotator cuff?
Yeah, it was, when it was all said and done, it was a rotator cuff, a bone spur, and a frozen shoulder.
Good night.
And now I got the hiccups.
Yeah.
I am falling apart here, people. I've had a wonderful 45 years of life, and I'm glad y'all got to be a part of it, but I think it's over.
Well, I know somebody that can help, and I'm going to send him over there today to talk to. His name's Jason Thompson. He does a good job.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
How did everything go? The surgery all went pretty well and everything?
I got there early because you know me, if you're not early, you're late. And I got there early and they done the paperwork and went and see, doggone hiccup.
That's all right. That's all right.
Went and waited and sat back. They finally let Jacqueline come back there with me. And just nervous as all get out. It's getting closer to time. And
had to go to their bathroom about 7 times, one of those type of deals.
No, because when I first got there, they made me fill out all this paperwork. And she says, well, do you need to go to the bathroom? I said, ma'am, at my age, I take every opportunity I can. So I went and used it, and then they come in there with that scrub brush. And, man, everybody there was just super, super nice. But I'm waiting, and it's like right at my time. And I'm like, I've been here since an hour before we were supposed to have been here. And I hear what they call that guy, an anesthesiologist or whatever.
Yeah,
I hear him on the phone. They got an emergency C-section.
Oh.
So I got bumped.
Oh, that's the way it goes.
And the doggone bed, man, I don't like to, I know this may surprise some of you, I don't like to be like wanted to do type person. They didn't have the bed like back far enough or up far enough and like the pillow, and I would try to, I could just not get comfortable. But once they took me in the back and
put the stuff in.
Yeah, it didn't take long. They didn't even have to tell me to count back. They said, is that going to be okay? And that was last I heard. They gave me a pain block thing in my neck, and that was all fine and dandy. I mean, it bruised my neck a little bit, and then I'm just now getting feeling back in it. I sent Jason a message yesterday morning. I was like, hey, man, I'm a little concerned here because these things aren't moving.
Yeah.
Couldn't move my fingers. And I'm severely left-handed, so.
You are left-handed, huh?
Yep.
Oh, wow. I always wondered. I'm lefty-handed, too. There it is. There's the connection. For all these years, buddy.
All these years.
We probably mentioned it before, but through
Poncho
my brain.
And 2 lefties.
Oh. Well, man, I'm glad everything went. Had you ever had surgery before, first time? Or?
I had my tonsils taken out when I was like in kindergarten.
So this was really a first time as an adult surgery.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, it sounded like they did a good job.
They did a wonderful job. I was.
Full disclaimer, HMH, right?
Yeah, I went to my local hospital.
That's great, man. Well, those guys don't get enough credit. They work so hard. I've had Joe Shore on the show several times, and he's the pulmonary.
I'm a little upset with them giving me these hiccups. It's got to be their fault.
Well, they do that. That's. You know what happened one time? I was reading a book. You remember growing up I don't know if you ever as a child, you'd always read like these sensational books about like records, Guinness World Book of Records.
Yeah.
All the kids love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I had some book of strange things, and it was like UFOs and all. That's what probably scared me when I was a kid. But one of them in there, so I guess it discredits the story now, to be honest, because I mentioned UFOs. There was a story in there about a young man that had the hiccups for like 40 years. He woke up with the hiccups, and then it just never went away for 40 years. Now, there are cases of that actually happening. So it is legit. You can go online and read some stuff. Can you imagine 40 years of that?
No, we're going to do something.
And they always say, oh, drink some water. Or
hold your breath.
Try to scare somebody.
I was told to hold my breath this morning.
Did you have them all morning?
I got them last night.
Oh, man.
I was fine. Okay, so have the surgery Wednesday. Supposed to have it at 12:30. It was closer to 2 o'clock, I think, before I got back there. God almighty.
Just hold your mouth open so it's real loud. Because if your mouth is closed, it's quiet. But if you hold them open, it's real loud.
So y'all know what I'm God almighty about.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or I know you're trying to throw, but Billy, if you also go, like try to clear your throat.
I've been doing that all morning.
As soon as you try to clear your throat, it happens, by the way.
Anywho, so get out of there. Jacqueline takes me home. She feeds me something. Hell, I can't even remember what we had now, but she told me to quit eating. Because when I originally scheduled the surgery, I told them, I said, look, I want to be the very first one of the day. They said, well, there's somebody ahead of you, but we can do you at 8. I'm like, well, cool, because for those of y'all that know me, I like to have my coffee, and then I don't eat breakfast, but I like to have my coffee, and you can't have nothing. So the day before the surgery, they called me and said, oh, yeah, we need you here at 10:30. Your surgery's at 12:30. And the nurse says, well, Mr. Cauthen, you can just stay up late and sleep in. I said, ma'am, that's not going to cut it at my house.
There ain't none of that happening.
I'm in one of those households. If somebody's up, everybody's got to be up. But anyhow, she takes me home and got me all set up in the recliner. And, of course, she stays in there with me. I guess that way she can collect the insurance money quicker if something were to happen. And I didn't sleep at all. I didn't sleep not a lick. And then all day yesterday I was up, and I finally, about bedtime, I said, look, we got to figure out a way for me to sleep in my bed. And they did. Her and Lily got in there, and they engineered some pillows and God knows what else, and they got it to where I couldn't roll. But I guess with that, man, I snored so bad my throat is sore now. And I got the hiccups and heartburn, and it was nice knowing y'all.
Yeah. Jason Thompson, get ready.
Yeah.
By the way, I wanted to show you this. Here he is. This is the guy, if this will show up on the screen. Poor guy. Charles Osborne. Okay? 63 years of hiccuping. This man had it for 63. What's the deal? Over 63 years, and then here it says, okay, I guess this is a plaster of different articles. Because here it says 58, this says 63, that says 69. So it must be like a collage of articles. This man, Billy, this is really important information for Good Morning Huntsville. Y'all need to know this.
Everyone.
Every single person. He's made it to Wikipedia. All right? Wikipedia. He's here. I'm trying to find this guy. Here he is. Hiccups for more than 68 years. Charles Osborne from 1992 to 1990. They said that he had an estimated 430 million of those boogers. All right? And you know what it said that had happened? He was trying to weigh a hog is when it started. Now,
I was just trying to sleep on my right-hand side, which I guess could have looked like I was weighing a hog.
What triggered this from a hog, I have no idea. But Charles Osborne, the record holder, Billy, it's safe to say.
I don't want to be the record holder. I don't want to come close.
Well, I was going to say it's 68 years. All right, 68 years, and you're 45.
That's what my band from the hospital said.
68 and 45. You'd have to be 113. And
yeah, I don't want to be around that long.
It brings up a discussion.
Okay.
What age do you want to be? When I was growing up, I always said I wanted to live to be 100, but now I think 91 for some reason.
Yeah, I think early 90s is probably good.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think a 91 would be a great age for me. I've been thinking about that a lot.
Yeah.
It's not guaranteed.
I don't want to be so old that people have to do for me.
We were blessed at
I was busy laughing this morning because I had to help putting my shirt on,
We were.
I got my socks on by myself, though.
I do like what do you call those Crocs?
Oh, I was going to wear tennis shoes, and Jacqueline said, wear your Crocs.
Yeah, the only thing that you're missing on those
The action straps.
The strap. Yeah, you're right. The straps, but you're missing what are those little plugs they put on them now?
Oh yeah, Olivia got me some of those. She even got me some with headlights, and that you could flip them on like little flashlights.
What are those things called?
I don't know.
It all started with
crap. They're called crap. There's junk.
And somebody's making $1 million idea that somebody has thought up.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I wish I'd have got a patent on my $1 million idea.
Well, we were blessed. I wanted to mention something about age real quick. We were blessed. My grandmother had lived to be 93 full, wonderful years. And, the last couple of years of her life, it wasn't easy. She was having a hard time getting around. But I remember one time, in the last year of her life, she finally got a walker. But I remember we were out and about one day, and I said, Nanny, don't you think it's time you need a walker? And she goes, and be like the rest of them? I don't think so.
Hey, I can get behind that.
That's what she said.
Because once you start, you're on it.
She told me, she said, I don't want to have that unless I absolutely have to have it. She goes, yeah, I hurt and I have a hard time getting around, but that's the only thing that's continuing to keeping me getting around is by figuring out how to get around.
Yep. And showing them I don't need it.
And she said that. She told me that specific. She goes, and be like the rest of them? I don't think so. And she lived to be 93. Last year of her life, she had to have one, and she did not like it. But I was reminded of this just now, Billy, that I was so fortunate that we never had to put her in a nursing home. She probably needed to go to a retirement home. She was getting to that age. The last 2 years of her life is hard to take care of herself, bathing and those kind of things. But she did okay. I'll say that. She did okay. She was just very stubborn. She never wanted nobody to help her with nothing. And except me to come change light bulbs. And you think about people in your life and the things that you miss. I miss getting those calls from my grandma saying, can you come over and change a light bulb?
But you remember how inconvenienced you felt at the time?
When I was younger, when I got older, I was thinking.
Like, can't nobody else change a light bulb?
Yeah.
And now you would do anything to go over there and change your light bulb?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Damnedest thing.
Yeah, she'd call me to do that. She'd call me to come help her put the trash out once in a while. And as I got older, I appreciated her calling me to do those things. But my God, those lights went out once. I swear, I think she did it on. I think she was in there at night flipping them off and on and off and on so they'd burn out. Because she'd call me once a month, Billy, for the same light fixture in the kitchen.
Could have just had a bad fixture.
I think she was intentionally burning them out on purpose.
The one in my closet, you'll go in there and it's a pull cord. When you pull the cord, and sometimes it won't come on or it flickers, and you just, I can't tell you how many times I replaced that bulb before I realized for whatever reason that bulb just works loose. And I just reach up and it goes back to working.
And you're good to go.
Yep.
That's when you know you got a good one, when you got the old. Do you have it? Let me ask you this. Does it got that little chain, and then the string is tied onto the chain?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, that's the way to do it. If you don't have the string tied onto the chain, then it ain't, Sometimes everybody's got this fancy chain and these little doodads on the bottom, like the ceiling fans, right?
Yeah, no, I got a string.
No,
I got about that much chain, and then it's
there you go. Yeah. And has it got that little white cap on the end of it? That little thing.
Oh, I'm sure it did 100 years ago.
These are all the things I was thinking about my grandmother's house. She had those lights with those little things on it. Oh, well, Kyle Kreiner is here this morning.
No, he just did it.
Yeah, he got rid of the hiccups. And Kyle has said Crocs with socks, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. There you go. All right, I love it. Somehow he was able to see your feet.
Probably because I was picking on his feet the other day when he had them sandals on.
It's that camera we have under the table. It's the foot cam.
Yeah, don't say that. People will be getting in trouble for that.
Well, hey, let's take a break. We are here on a very faithful Friday. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich from Elliot's Jewelers. He actually is working on valuing some coins that someone is donating to help with the radio studio. So we're thankful for that. So he's been helping us. Elliot Herzlich, he's online, elliotsjewelers.com. And, of course, we couldn't be here on this very faithful Friday with Billy here and all. After I said, Billy, take some rest. He said, nope, I'm going to be here.
You did. You told me. And this morning at 5 o'clock, I was thinking,
You take him up on that.
Maybe old Rob was right, but I've been at that house a solid day now. I got to get out.
This was your outlet, man.
God almighty.
Praise God.
I started watching MASH at 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, and I think at 8 o'clock, Jacqueline finally told me to turn that mess off.
In fact, when Billy walked in here this morning, I kept hearing this weird thing, and it was this.
Do, 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 do. Of course, I was trying to explain the show to the girls last night, and yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. Let us know that you're out there and not what you're thankful for today, but what you've been thankful for this week. I think it's a good way to put it in perspective as we wrap up another great week here in Huntsville. We'll take that brief break. We'll be back in a moment. As always, we are here with Billy, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They've been serving this community since 2002. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit Radio.
Welcome back at it, friends. We continue on today. 65 degrees. Hey, Billy, they got the thermometer fixed out there at the airport. You know, for the longest time, the rain gauge was broken because it said it was raining for 3 weeks straight. Then for the last week, no temperature coming out of Huntsville Municipal. But because somebody watches this show, they called in complaining and gave them the gibbets. And they got it fixed.
Hey, maybe they ought to send a gibbet over to the other place that's got the tower problems.
Yeah. What are we going on 2 years? We ought to have a count. We ought to have a. You know how they say so many days since we've had an accident. Those signs.
And the sad part is we've told them like friendly. Hey, that's not working, right?
Yeah, just very friendly.
Yeah, they just don't seem to give a
friendly fly. 85 today, sunny. Nice, beautiful day. Tonight, 61.
Yeah, if I wrap my Cessna around that, I won't be. Yeah.
Well, how about this weekend, Billy? Look at this. Beautiful weather, mid-80s, a little bit unseasonably warm, but not bad. Mid-80s and clear.
Will you look at Sunday?
Sunday, you got it.
I can't see that far.
Sunday, Billy just pointed out something. Cold front comes through Saturday night. 65 and sunny on Sunday. That 3 more degrees and it'd be a perfect day. I've always said 68 and sunny, perfect. 65, I'll take it.
Tell them what that low is on Sunday night.
Ooh, I didn't even see that. 37. And then look at Monday, 36.
See, and I'm down to one arm. How am I going to hold my honey tight,
You're done.
Done. I'm going to freeze to death.
Well, there was something last night, 7th annual.
I always wanted to get a heating pad, so.
I wanted to mention something that we've many of us know the story of DJ Daniel. It's just a incredible story.
Is your tummy feel okay?
They're drilling for the tower over there.
I'm giving Kyle.
Hey, partner, when's the last time?
Tuesday night.
Yeah. Hey, partner, when's the last time you had a piping hot bowl? Well, it sounds like you have had one. Wolf Brand chili, Kyle.
All right, back on a serious note here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I did that. I derailed that train.
Serious
I was by
note.
myself all day yesterday, y'all, so I've had no interaction.
DJ Daniel, the young man, little boy who was diagnosed with brain cancer many years ago, they literally gave him 5 months to live. And he has defied all odds. He's continued to live on. And he's made it his mission to go and be inducted or honorary police officer in 1,000 police stations. That was his goal. Well, he's already eclipsed that goal. And
Hadn't he done that here or something?
He came here. Yes, he did. Went and met him when he did that. And then at the Mighty Oaks Gala that we had this past weekend, he was there at that. He's an incredible young man. I'm a young man of faith, too. I'm going to tell you. Just an incredible. He was on the Fox Nation Patriot Awards last night. It's a really cool program to where they honor, some people that you'll know, but they also honor just unsung heroes. And it was I didn't get to watch all of it. They created the Charlie Kirk Legacy Award, gave that to Erica Kirk, obviously is the first recipient of that. But there was a moment on that show last night that I wanted to share. And if any of you watch this, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to touch your heart.
If you were watching MASH with me.
If you weren't watching MASH, here is a picture of Erica Kirk and DJ embracing each other backstage. This is a glimpse of two people with two different stories coming together. Here's a young boy who's terminally ill, doesn't know. He even said, whenever the Lord calls me home, I'm ready. He said last night he was telling jokes. And he said, I'm a 13-year-old boy and a 50-year-old man's, or he goes, yeah, I look 13, but I feel like I'm 50. This little boy's been through a lot. So he is facing a terminal illness. And then here is Erica Kurt, who, is going through a lot with what happened to her husband, who was assassinated. That moment, just look at that picture. That moment encapsulates so much. And I'm going to tell you right now, if a picture like that doesn't touch your heart, I don't know what will. It's just a beautiful photo. And somebody had captured that backstage last night. And it was DJ and Erica. And for those of you that are listening that can't see this, there's Erica Kirk, and you can see the grief on her face. And then you see DJ, and you can kind of see a glimpse of it on his face on the side. But there are two people that are courageous for two different reasons. One of them courageous for her husband and what the legacy that he's left, and a little boy there that's courageous because of the battle that he's fighting. And has showed so much hope and has given all of us a reason to be reminded that we do have a lot of good in this world. That boy was awarded, he got the ultimate induction, if you will, to National Service, Secret Service. When Trump was doing the State of the Union a while back, he invited him, and he had no idea he was going to get that. And his eyes went up, and so now he carries that Secret Service badge around with him everywhere. Sean Hannity, radio host, he's the longest-running guy over there at Fox News, 30 years since they started. He's been there since year one. Longest-running talk show guy right now on the air, and does a really good job. I don't care what your political beliefs are. He does a really good job. He was talking, he was with DJ, and DJ didn't want to get off the stage. He just kept, and it's one of those moments to where if it was anyone else, you're like, okay, move on, let's get to the next. But you just wanted to hear him continue to speak, and you could tell that they were kind of ushering him off.
Playing the Oscar music or whatever.
Yeah, no. What they start doing, but they don't play the Oscar music. They start playing this right here. Hold on, this is why we have this here. They'll start playing this right here. You kind of leaving it hanging on here. That's your cue.
That means your 2 minutes is up.
Look. Come on. Still going.
Reach out there with that big shepherd's hook.
He kept saying, I got one more thing. They let him talk. Well, it was funny because he arrested Sean Hannity. And Sean started to move, and this little boy, Johnny, on the spot, DJ goes, did I give you permission to move? He goes, get over here. He goes, put your hands behind your back. And he arrested him. So it was kind of neat. I think that embodies so much, though. Just, man, no matter what I brought that up for a reason. I want you to know, whatever you're going through this morning, those two people are going through two things that are unimaginable that I hope never happens to anybody that I know.
Well, I want to know how come Linda and Richard Horn ain't commenting this morning.
They're going to be on in just a little bit.
Okay.
So check this out.
Hey, for those of y'all that try to skip a day when it's Friday, I know.
We know where you're at. We have Kyle Kreiner actually monitors that for us. Here's something cool. Tara Burnett joining us. Tara said that she told me the other day, she was here, Billy, and she takes Gus to school there in Madisonville. And she said she always puts her phone face down and listens to us while she drives every day.
Wow, so she ain't got to look at us?
Yeah. She flip it over. And then when
I wouldn't want to get scared early in the morning.
She said, this is really neat. They're having the Veterans Day banquet over at the Harts Veterans Museum. Have you ever been to that, by the way?
Yeah.
I really want to go to that. I really do. She said right here, DJ and his dad will be at the banquet on Tuesday.
Ah, cool.
That's really cool. And his dad is running for Congress. And his dad had spoke last night. And you can tell he's just a regular guy. He's not a politician, right? He's just a regular. He said he wanted to do this to bring awareness to a lot of things. And he goes, I know there's no chance at all that I'm going to win. And he goes, now everybody in Houston is hating on me. And DJ had mentioned that too during his speech. He's like, y'all better quit hating on my daddy, and like went off on people on the microphone.
God almighty.
So who knows? Maybe something will happen down in the H-Town.
Might get them straightened out.
It might get them. So, but anyways, I thought that was pretty neat, for that little boy. And you mentioned, Billy, he was here at TDCJ here in Walker County a couple of years ago. Met him, and
they probably still got him on a shift.
Yeah, he's working right.
No call, no show.
He's working right now. But I mean, think about that. You know how all that started? It started from. It's Hurricane Harvey. It was Hurricane Harvey. What year was that? 2015, something like that. So keep in mind, they give this young man 5 months to live. He's still living. All right, and he's grown into a young man. When he had it, he was a little child. Mm-hmm. That all started. This whole police chase for him started, wanting to get inducted into all these police stations. It all started because of 3 police officers down in Houston that had bought their family some pizza. They were at a shelter during that hurricane. 2017, Kyle says. He's our junior producer here on the show. 2017, and it's all because these 3 police officers, Billy, went out of their way. They went out of their way to get this family some pizza. And they were joking on the award show last night, saying, some of the nastiest pizza we've ever had. But we were so thankful for that pizza, because that pizza, that act of kindness, changed that young man's life. And because of the generosity that those police officers showed that boy and his family, that boy said, I want to be a police officer. Mm-hmm. And that's what started the whole thing. So my reminder this morning to all of you, don't ever feel like the things that you do are inadequate. If they're making if you're helping somebody, you never know where that seed's going to go. Billy, you're in that business, man. Mm-hmm. There's seeds that you have planted in that business, in the funeral home business, that one day, and you're going because you're a Christian and you love the Lord and you've asked him into your heart. You're going. When you get to heaven, there's going to be all these people rushing to the gate. And I want you to think about this, Billy, because, someone told me this the other day, and it hit me hard. Like, I've never thought of it like this. Because it ain't about us. But you're going to get there to that gate, Billy. There's going to be a whole host of people that come to that gate, and it's because
didn't like the way I combed their hair.
Didn't like the way you combed their hair and put that lip balm on them.
Yep.
No, they're going to come to that gate because of the seeds that you have planted. And they're going to say, obviously it's because of the Lord. He died for us. But it's our duty, as we're called in the Great Commission, to go and make disciples. They're going to come to that gate because of the things that you've done, Billy. And somebody told me that the other day, man. And it almost floored me, because I've never thought of it like that. And I said, my God, what have I done that have kept people from that gate? And I'm going to tell you, man, I wanted to start getting on the phone and called about 50 people from back in the day.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm building a list. But I really mean that this morning. Think about, because I know you go through your daily ritual, MASH. I'm just kidding. But not right now, you're taking it easy because of surgery, obviously. And I know that you think about it because y'all are the best in the business in this area. I'm not saying it because I'm saying it because I know. I've experienced it. I've been there. Y'all have asked me to do a few services. I know. I've seen it firsthand. But it's so much more than just a business. It is truly caring for people. And I love what Jason said. Jason said, this is my ministry. You don't have to be in a church on staff with a title that says you're a minister to be a minister. You guys are providing a ministry to this community. And for some reason that was on my heart, man. I just wanted to bring that up because you're making a huge difference, brother. And all of y'all are. And there's going to be multitudes of people at that gate and said, that man put something there that my somebody picked up, and now we're here. You never know where it's going to go, man. You never know.
Very true.
So, anyways, that's all I got, Billy.
All right, we're not strong enough to make it.
All right.
I'll make sure your hair is perfect before you go in the camp. Memory foam? Oh, I got you.
Well,
and all of mine come with an adjustable mattress. For those of y'all that can't hear, Kyle's in the background giving me his casket order demands.
I wanted to switch gears real quick. This is something really important. You were out, Billy. Kyle had brought something to our attention.
Was it breakfast burritos?
Breakfast burritos, brisket. Hey, we'll pay you for brisket breakfast tacos. Man, those were the best I've ever had, by the way. Were you here that morning he brought those? He said brisket's $6 a pound. Hey, there are a lot of families right now hurting. SNAP benefits have been cut, and a lot of these families, they work hard. They really need these benefits. There are food pantries. Tara Burnett sent me a great resource list, and with her permission, I want to post that resource list on our website. So, Tara, if we have permission to do that, let me know. I'd like to post that. But Kyle had an idea through a friend that he saw, and so far we've only raised about $250. And so we want to encourage people this morning to help with this. And I know everybody's asking everybody for everything, but this goes to a very, very, and causes around town are genuine. You know, there's a worthy causes going on around town. But this one is very worthy, helping families. We want to be able to bless families, and we're going to start today. We're going to draw one today. We already have a couple of families that we'll be able to bless. We'd love to bless more. We've had 7 of them sign up. But this morning, if you go to givebutter.com/hope stays open, every $100 will go to bless one family. So if we had $1,000, there's 10 families. $100 may not seem like a lot. It really isn't a lot, but it can go a long way when it comes to food and people needing to eat. Maybe they need to pay a bill. Maybe they're behind. I'm going to tell you what, man, my water bill, $225.
We do a thing at church where we give out groceries, but one of the the key staples is peanut butter and white bread. Because peanut butter, if you play your cards just right, you can get a big old jug of that for pretty inexpensive. And Lord knows that growing up, we lived off peanut butter and white bread. So
we lived off. My poor dad. I miss my dad. I still think of you because you're the first person I called. I didn't know what to do, man. There's a seed right there, brother.
That's right.
But my poor dad, I remember, and he could barbecue. Boy, he'd put Kyle Kreiner to shame, and that's saying a lot. He could barbecue, brother. He was good. He made his own. He had his own sauce, and I never did ask him how to make it. My sister knows. But he used he had this old sloppy brush, and he'd throw that on the chicken. My dad could.
Meat mop.
Oh, that was it, meat mop.
Meat mop. Hey, man, I hate to say it, I'd like to get a good meat mop.
Yeah. I miss that, man. I don't even know where I was going.
My dad had a friend that he would barbecue, but he would have the charcoals or whatever. This was a good man, but when he was cooking, he would take the lighter fluid and he would squirt it around the meat.
Oh,
and you could eat his ribs and your mouth would go numb. He's no longer with us, so I'm not going to put his name out there or anything. But yeah,
good old.
Just hawk them.
Lighter, yeah. Lighter fluid.
That's what I give your dad credit for, man. He taught me that.
God, if you could have ever heard him say that, Billy, you'd be rolling around over on the floor. I mean, my dad didn't like to say, no, I'll take that back. My dad did like to speak his mind. I have so many stories that I call it my memoirs when I turn 80. There's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to release. So, Lord, if I can make it to 80, there's going to be a great book full of so many stories that hopefully will plant a lot more seeds because people will understand some of the things that we went through to get to where we got to. But we do want you to give this morning if you can. givebutter.com/hope stays open. And, again, we're going to have a drawing. We're going to bless one family this morning, and then we've got hopefully more. And we really would appreciate anything. 100% of what you're donating will go right back to these families. We're transparent through Candid, which used to be GuideStar. We're doing it through Spirit Media because of the nonprofit arm. So, again, thank you to Kyle. And
I got one of those, too.
Yeah, through the giving arm. It's not giving much this morning.
Giving me pain.
Hey, does it hurt, resting the arm on the chair like that?
It hurts to rest it. It hurts not to rest it. You got to find a sweet spot. I found it yesterday for a little bit.
Dude, your hand looks a little bit swollen, too. Not much, but a little. Well, the lighting hit it kind of weird.
Well, that, and I still got, they said I can take this bandage off today. So it looks like I'm wearing a big old shoulder pad like it's the 80s.
What do they do on a shoulder, like the rotator cuff? Where do they go in at, like on the
I'm
shoulder?
not really sure. I mean, I'll know when I get it off, but this is a big old, it's like they taped a Huggies diaper to me. But they claim when I take it off, I just need 3 little Band-Aids.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, let's take one final break. We're going to do that. We will post. Tara Burnett asked us. She said, please post that. We'll post that food bank information as well. But we'll take one more break. We've got a construction crew here today building our tower, man. So we are finally.
They're making noise and distracting us, and we're excited they're here.
I was maybe over paranoid yesterday because where they're putting that tower, we were going to put it on the backside of the church.
Yeah.
That ain't going to work out because there's a drainage area, and he went up there and measured it, even though we'd sent in pictures and stuff. You know, because they came in Live Oak, I guess 3.5 hours away is where they drove in from. So pretty good distance, East Texas, farther East Texas. Well, long story short is they came yesterday, said, hey, we're going to come. They've been a great company. It's called East Texas Towers, specializing in lighting as well, just if anybody
I like
needs
that.
one.
The red ones that blink on the
Yeah,
top.
if anybody needs that.
Oh, yeah.
But they came yesterday, and they started measuring it. He goes, brother, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this thing to fit back here because of the eave. Is that what you call that, where it overhangs? And so sure enough, he got up there, and that would have been an ideal spot because it's kind of out of the view. But he got up there, and, man, it was like a foot into that drainage area.
Oh, wow.
And there's no way to manipulate that. So, yeah, Kyle said we could go crooked with it, but I don't know if that'd work. So
Got the Cadillac lane on the antenna.
yes, sir. So the second option that we already had as a backup was putting it right over here. It's kind of more towards the front, but it's not going to look terrible. I mean, it'll be right
That's
there.
where I thought it was going to go all along. So
Well, here's the deal. 15 feet away, there's this big old thing with a metal pipe, and then it comes into a block, and then another metal pipe goes down into the ground. You know what I'm talking about? Kyle's in that industry, kind of. There's a pipe that comes out of the building, big old block. Yes, sir. Gas line right there. And so I started thinking, man, we just hit this is going to – because I didn't know how far down they were going to have to go. And so immediately I'm like 811 in it, figuring out how quick can they get out here because this crew was like, hey, we're here today and tomorrow, and if we need to stay, we got to charge by the day. And we're very good stewards of the Lord's money. Let me put it that way, all right? We're very good stewards of what the Lord has blessed us with. And so I started calling around, and somebody said, well, how deep is he going with that thing? I said, they're only going like 5 inches. He goes, brother, you're fine. He goes, is he drilling right next to it? I said, no, it's about 15 feet. He goes, he ain't going to hit no gas line. So we went ahead and proceeded with the work, and I canceled the 811.
yeah, when we start hearing the hissing later, we'll know.
And I did see a smoke cloud back there. The other day, there's some new building that they're doing over off of where Veterans Memorial crosses 75 and 45, that whole little conglomerate right over there where that Smiley's is and all that. But then there's a whole new, you know what I'm talking about? Like Veterans Memorial comes into the highway, the bridge right there, and then there's a Veterans Memorial comes up.
Oh, yeah,
and the
somebody
access
said that's supposed to be like a Jack in the Box or something.
it looks like a gas station type deal going in there. It's another Smiley's, one right across the street.
Yeah.
I drove by that about 2 weeks ago, Billy, and I noticed this like it was like dirt flying everywhere from the ground, and this cloud was coming up out of the ground, but it was dirt. And I immediately, and my windows were down, and it smelled like rotten eggs terribly. And I started getting sick. My head started pounding. And I said, my God, they hit a gas line over
That
there.
happens to me after too many deviled eggs, too.
Billy goes, my God, I hit a gas line. I drove by that thing, my head, and I said, I know what that is, because I very rarely can smell that stuff. It was so overpowering, because after COVID, I can't smell stinky things unless it's very overpowering.
Can you smell me?
No, you smell great.
Perfect.
You smell like roses.
Don't worry, Jack. We made it.
Are you going to have like that stank arm, No, because you're not in a cast, though.
I kind of wish it was. But.
Well, I came back through the neighborhood 30 minutes later, and they had all the roads blocked off. I had drove by just as that thing got hit. So,
And they do that with construction all the time. It just tickles me. Like, did y'all not 811 it before you?
I don't know. I had PTSD thinking about when those guys were drilling. I had this terrible thought that, oh, man, there's going to be a plume of stuff because you can't see it unless there's something over it. And I started thinking, man, there's going to be something going on. But we're good. We're all good. So, tower being built, we're fine. Well, let's take a quick break. Again, please go to givebutter.com. And I know we said $100 to bless a family. But if you could even give $10, that'll add up. So be part of blessing a family. We are verifying. We're keeping it honest. We're not just going to hand out $100 here and there. We're keeping it honest. We're requiring that these families provide a proof that, hey, their benefits got cut or something. Also, those that serve in the military. If a military family, we're not going to sit there and ask them to prove anything other than they serve. They can send us a picture of their card or something. I'm not going to ask them their circumstances. But if you feel led this morning to give, we want to give back to those families. So, again, givebutter.com/hope stays open. Let's take one final break. We'll be back in a moment as we continue on. It's Good Morning Huntsville, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home and the all-new cleared-up hiccup Billy.
Yeah.
Cleared up, buddy.
Thanks God, I hope you just didn't jinx it.
We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's Good Morning. Kyle's looking at me like, what did you just do? We'll be back in a moment.
I was wondering what we cleared up. Hi, I'm Billy Cauthen, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hey friends, this is Rob Hipp, and I'm here to talk about a true expert in the real estate world. Let me introduce you to my good friend, Terry Coleman of the Coleman Realty Group.
With 33 years in the business, I've dedicated my life to making your real estate dreams come true. Specializing in residential properties, I serve Walker and Montgomery counties, from Spring to Trinity and areas all around.
They call her your next door agent, and here's why.
I'm not just here to help you find a home or lease a property. I'm here to build lifelong relationships. Whether it's residential or commercial, farm or ranch listings, there's something for everyone.
Now you might wonder, what sets Terry apart from other real estate agents? Well, it's simple. She goes above and beyond for her clients, like the time she surprised a family from California with a fully decorated Christmas tree and gifts when they returned from closing. You shouldn't have to compromise on the joys of home during life-changing moments. So, if you're ready to make your real estate dreams come true, here's what you need to do.
Visit my website at myrealtorterry.com and let's make those dreams a reality.
That's Terry Coleman, your expert in all things real estate.
I'm Terry Coleman, your next door agent, and I can't wait to help you open the door to your new life.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
This This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate
This
today.
is Billy Cauthen of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, here we go. Billy Cauthen with us, everyone. Billy Cauthen, everyone. You ever watch what's your favorite movie, Billy? You're a good movie guy. We need to have a segment of like your movie pick of the week. I would actually like that because every movie you've recommended to me has been dynamite.
We watched one the other day that I did some research on and thought it was going to be a good one, and it was not good. It was like a knockoff of Urban Cowboy. It's called Hard Country. God, it was bad. Like same plot type thing.
Hard Country.
Hard Country.
Who comes up with these names?
I don't know.
So what is, like Soft Prairie? That's a Lifetime movie, and then Hard Country, something you'd see on CMT, but then it just bottoms out.
Yeah, and that's kind of what this did.
Coming up tonight at 7 on.
I hate movies or like sitcoms or whatever, like you're watching right there at the end. It's like the producer comes to him and says, "You got 20 minutes and $20. Wrap this thing up."
Oh, man.
That's how Longmire was. We watched all of Longmire, and then like that last episode, it was literally like, "We got 20 minutes and $20. Wrap this thing up."
We did have a couple of donations, and I want to. He's going to get mad at me, but appreciate Kyle Kreiner, the Kreiner Group Consulting, not Kringer. Kreiner Group Consulting. Kyle has kickstarted this campaign, by the way, and appreciate his generous donation. 2 families. Kyle has committed to blessing 4 families over the month, and he said, "I'm going to go ahead and take care of 2 for this week and next week." So there's your first 2. Also, his folks got involved too and helped out. And so, yeah, 1 for this week, 1 for next week. And so that's what we're doing. And we're not going to name these, but just to be open and transparent on the show, these guys know. They're sitting next to me. We did randomly draw. Billy saw me as we did it.
I did.
Randomly draw. The initials are CW. So the initials CW. I don't want to say the name. These folks.
C.W. McCall.
CW, yeah, CW. CW54, that was our TV channel back in the day. But we are going to call this family right after the show and again, let them know that, hey, $100 coming in, and hopefully that'll go along. Just pray that does go a long way for these families. We know that they need help, and appreciate Kyle for bringing this to our attention. If you would like to give, again, we want to encourage you. I've left it on the screen. We are at $425. We'd love, the goal is to get to 1,000. I mean, more obviously, but if we could get to $1,000 over this month, that would be incredible to be able to give back to those families. And so you can give online, givebutter.com/hope stays open. And that's how it goes. So, well, Billy, I know you got to go run by the funeral home and grab a couple things, and you're going back home to rest, right?
I am.
Hey, what was this, by the way? Was that like an iced coffee? I've never seen you drink that before.
It's actually a company called Javi, and it's 10 grams of protein, no sugar, and I mix it with a protein shake, so I wind up getting like 40 grams of protein. And it's really good.
Have you been on that for a while, or?
Just about a week or so.
Okay. When can you get back to like running? I know you miss that with James.
I do. I miss the running and my weight machine and all that. I don't know. It'd probably be first of the year before I get cleared to do.
Man.
And I just got a treadmill, y'all. Just got me a doggone treadmill, and I'm gonna get on that thing. So
I bought one and have used it.
But I'm not
4
gonna
times.
I'm not gonna be able to run on it or anything because as sophisticated and as graceful as I am, I can't run without swinging my arms.
It's good exercise.
You got to cup your hands.
Oh, yeah, that's what
that
you're
helps
saying.
with the, yeah.
Billy was saying to get the air and get it behind
Like
you. And
paddling. You're just paddling.
Well, hey, man, I did want this. We do have this segment that's it's an unknown known segment. The James Cauthen update. How's he doing? What's he up to? The James Cauthen update.
November 21st should be graduating.
Is that one of those deals, kind of self-inviting though? Is that one of those deals that's open to anyone, or do you have to be invited?
No,
How does that
they
work?
actually. I'm just a little surprised. They give tickets to it or whatever. You get so many tickets, but it's going to
Okay.
be live streamed. So maybe we can figure out a way to live stream it or something.
Okay, well, I'll just we get
Because there was a lot of people in town. It's like, hey, let me know when it graduates. We'd like to go, and guys from the firehouse, and
then they say, oh, you got to have tickets.
it's like, well, that's a bunch of stuff.
When I graduated high school, none of that was around. You just bring whoever you wanted. And now every type of graduate, I guess because the seating is but here's the thing. They say, oh, seating is limited. And then you go, and there's a whole
There's
two-thirds of
1,000
an arena
yeah,
open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or you got one kid that's graduating, and they got 85 family members there. I mean, it's one extreme to the next.
And it's always those families that have that prestigious name.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And they up there trying to reserve seats.
Uh-oh, Kyle's telling me to turn it. He's telling me I got to stop. Okay, we're getting a little too much. See? Alarm's going off.
Yeah.
But it is. What would you
Was
consider
that the BS meter?
Hey, what would you consider a prestigious last name? Now, I'm not saying this hatefully. I'm just saying, what would you consider a prestigious last name?
Well, there's a few of them here in town, and to protect my innocence and well-being, I'll let you figure it out. Kreiner's one of them.
Kreiner, yeah, that's where I was going with this, by the way. I mean, you think about Kreiner. Oh, you remember Josie used to come on the show. I used to give her a hard time. Remember
I
Josie?
miss her, yeah.
She was great. She was working with Tomorrow's Promise, and she moved back home. But her last name
Gonzalez.
was Stowers, and so I used AI, your favorite tool, and I drew her. I said, Josie, you've got that prestigious name, Stowers, and the Stowers Castle, and I made an AI image of a castle that said Stowers on it. Stowers Towers, yeah. The Hour of Powers with Josie Stowers.
Hey, we're going to see about getting Jeff. I don't know. We joked about that.
I want to
and
get
talked
him
about
on.
it and-
You know what was funny you mentioned? I was going to call him yesterday. The Rev. I was going to call the Rev.
Hey, let me tell you about the Rev. Not so much the Rev, but the Rev's wife. She had surgery on her shoulder, and we've been comparing notes. And she's been, she was messaging me last night, telling me, hey, this is what to expect. And
Who is this again?
Jeff's wife,
Okay,
Julie.
okay.
They're, some of these spiritual leaders are up here, and then there's some like Jason and Jeff that are they're your friends, they're your buddies, and it's just like when his wife is going out of her way to give me advice, and she's the one that told me how to put the shirt on.
She called
Because
this morning.
everyone else was like, oh, you're going to have to take and cut your shirts and just lay it over the top, and she's like, don't do that.
You should have came in like that this morning. We would have angled the camera right here.
Yeah, have some boob meat sticking out.
Meat mop. That's the word of the day, by the way.
Kyle, will you give me a meat mop? I need a meat mop
I want to AI one of those
for my
things.
sauce, yeah.
Oh, Billy, I'm glad you're here, buddy. I needed a good end of the week. All right, man. Well, hey, y'all say a prayer for Billy that everything goes all right. By the way, Jacqueline joining us. She said you're driving his parents crazy. 6 weeks minimum. That's James, by the way. Driving his parents crazy. 6 weeks minimum, and he better be listed. That's what she was saying. So Jacqueline joining us this morning. So good man. There's two people that I look up to now. Well, there's three people. I'm gonna say there's three people that I look up to about how to be good parents and how to be good in a relationship. All right. One that we were talking about earlier during the break. I told my wife, I said, you've got to quit watching Erica Kirk. Because, man, that guy, he is making me look bad because how much – that dude was incredible. The way that Charlie was incredible, the way that he loved his wife and his family. And I'm joking, of course, saying quit watching. I think it's incredible. That whole story and how they've shared their love that I never even knew about until the tragic, murder that happened with him.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known.
And it's actually enabled me to be it's not enabled, it has spearheaded me to be a better husband and a better father. you and Jacqueline, the way that I see you with your family, Billy, and I've told you this before, so it's not like I'm just thinking it up on the fly or making it up. Y'all have inspired me, and the way that you carry yourself with your wife and your kids have inspired me. And then as far as relationship goes, Rick and Kay, they're like peanut butter and jelly, man. And I always tell Rick and Kay, I said, y'all ought to teach like a marriage class. Well, apparently they are. So, I think they're going to be doing that soon. So there you go. There's your 3 people that make a difference. Well, brother, I know you got to get
the biggest thing that you got to remember with that.
What is that?
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
Yes, dear.
And I'm guilty of that.
Yes, dear.
Of not doing that. And that'll get you in trouble.
Yes, dear.
That's it. Nothing else. Do you actually have to act upon it, though? Like, hey, will you get up and get me something to drink? Yes, dear. And then can you say it? Or
well, I got a memory span of about 13 seconds, so if... Yes, dear. What?
All right. Well, hey, we're going to wrap it up. Billy, anything else today, man? It's been a fun morning. Thanks for hanging out. We'll get the Rev on here soon, but any final comments, man? I'm praying that you get better soon, brother.
Yeah, it's cutting into my basketball game. No, I'm good now.
All right.
I'm ready to go home and watch Klinger and all them on MASH.
Give us the update next week, the Billy Cauthen MASH update also next week, if you don't mind, brother. And by the way, I do like the black, though, man. You ought to start sporting this more often.
Looking like Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Next week, please come back with the black and put on the shades.
I got my shades in the car.
Okay, next.
I'd like to have a pair of old school Ray-Bans. I think that would time a look.
That would get it. Well, hey, again, thank y'all for all your support. Thank you to Kyle Kreiner, and, of course, thank you to Billy and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Go by and get your pre-planning done. Earn 500 XP, by the way. We do have prizes. Kyle, what did you win? Cafe Texan gift card? And
Yeah, he posted something.
yeah, he won a gift basket. Yeah, well, I'll give him the gift basket, and then we'll go over to Cafe Texan right after this, and I'll get your card because they got the stack of them ready for us.
Oh, man, their chicken fried steak breakfast show does sound good.
Night. That's the one thing. Vance Howard is so generous, and we've been over there a couple of times, and he was walking in as I was walking out, and I told him what I said, hey, we just wrapped up our show. You know what he told me, Billy? He goes, Rob, anytime you want to come over here and do that, he goes, you just come on and do it. We'd love to have you. That is so generous of him. And you know what I love about doing the show over there? They give us free breakfast.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, that'll wrap it up. We'll be back at it Monday as we're ready for a great weekend. Again, thank you for all your support. Thank you to Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We're so excited about all the great things that are happening around town and here on this platform, thanks to our foundation support and friends like Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. For Billy Cauthen, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. We'll be back at it Monday. Have a blessed weekend. Hey, get to church this Sunday. Go to Christ the King Methodist. Come here to First. Just go and get plugged in somewhere.
Check us out.
We love you, Huntsville. We'll see you. Have a great weekend. See you, Billy.
Hey, I'm serious about that lend a hand of support.